Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of A Gardener's Journey Homestead. I am Barbara. I live in Tennessee, Zone 7A. I'm glad that you're here because today is one of my favorite videos to make, which is my Azure Standard haul. I love Azure Standard. And if you don't know what Azure Standard is, there is a link in my bio that I want you to go to. But let me explain to you what it is, and then I'm going to show you what I got. So Azure Standard, the best way that I describe it is like an online bulk food co-op. So if you want to buy foods in bulk, if you want to buy quality organic stuff at a really good price, this is the place that you want to go. And so what happens is you put in your zip code on the website and you'll see what drop is located near you. And so the drop is that they come once a month in a big 18-wheeler with everybody's orders, and you get your order and you're able to get bulk items, organic items, things at a really good price, but you don't have to pay for shipping for as if it were coming to your house. You still pay for shipping, but the amount of the shipping cost is much less than if it was shipping directly to your house. Like imagine buying a 50-pound bag of flour and a 50-pound bag of rice and how much you would pay on shipping, right? You're not going to pay that much. You will still pay shipping, but again, everybody is ordering because it comes on this big 18-wheeler. But you're able to get your items in bulk, like I said, at a good price, and on most of their things, they have organic options. So if you're really into that, you would love Azure Standard. Now for me, my drop is like 20 minutes from my house, so I'm very fortunate and blessed. I know that some people drive an hour to go get their food, and it's worth it because again, you're getting quality food, organic, at a really good price. And the other thing that I like about Azure is that you get a chance to kind of meet your community, meaning everybody's kind of standing around waiting for their orders and things to come off the truck. And so you get into conversations with other people about, their gardens or their farms or their homesteads or just their regular life, right? And you get other ideas of what to buy as you see things being rolled off the truck, right? So I've met people in my community just from my Azure Standard drop, and I'm like, oh, what's that? And they'll tell me, and I'm like, I need to add that to my next order. So Azure Standard is definitely a great option if you're into that kind of thing. So definitely go to the link in my bio. But let me show you what I got. So it's been a couple of months since I've done an Azure Standard video. And so this month I was trying to kind of change my mindset. Instead of buying like single items and buy some bulk items of the things that I use all the time. So with Azure, you can buy a single or you can buy bulk and a lot of the options. The reason why I like the single option is because if you're trying something out new for the first time, you're not committed to getting 6 of them. You can just get 1 of them, right? So that's also a good option as well. But if you have like a large family or something like that, and man, we go through tons of flour, and you need 50 pounds of flour that you want to keep in your pantry or your long-term storage, this is the place to go. So let's get into it. So the first thing I wanted to show you, and this is something that is always in my house. I tried it for the first time with Azure Standard. It's been a hit and I keep it. And so this is the diced frozen sweet potatoes. There's a picture so you can kind of see. It is organic, as you can see. But let me take it out of the box because I want you to see if I can. I had to go pull it out of the freezer because my order actually came a day or so ago. I don't know if you'll be able to see it as much. Let's see. But hopefully you can kind of see how small the diced pieces are. Take a look at that and see if you can see that. So they're like really small cubes, like really small cubes. Maybe, yeah. Let me give you another shot and see if you can see that. Okay, so that's cold. That's a 5-pound box. So what I like about this is a great convenience food. So obviously I do have some sweet potatoes that I grew in the garden that we'll use for like baked sweet potatoes. You can use it for like a pie or mashed sweet potatoes, however you like your sweet potatoes. But of course, when you're making a potato, if it's not going to be baked, you got to peel it, you got to cut it, all that stuff. Sometimes I have time for that. Sometimes I don't, but I still want sweet potatoes. This is a great option. It's great for like sweet potato hash. It's great for just like a side of sweet potatoes. I have roasted them in the oven with some olive oil, salt, and honey. They taste amazing. So it's a great option of having it in a different form in very small chunks that you didn't have to peel and that you didn't have to dice. So I highly encourage that if you like sweet potatoes, you want to check this out. Let me show you the picture again. It's diced frozen sweet potatoes. This is the 5-pound box, but it also comes in 20 pounds if I'm not mistaken. So I always keep that in every time I serve it. Usually I'm serving it when I have company over. People always, what are those? It's like eating candy. They're like, they love it. They love it. Okay. Oh, so next let's go here. So these are a 4-ounce pack. Is it 4 ounces? 4-ounce packs of cloves. And then I also got a 4-ounce pack of cinnamon sticks. And you can kind of see the size of the cinnamon sticks. So, and then let me show you the back of the cloves. So these are whole cloves that obviously you can ground up into clove powder or you can use as is. So the reason why I bought these two things is because I did a video probably about maybe a month ago. It was right around the holidays about I made my own liquid potpourri. It smells so good. It smells so good. So I made this liquid potpourri that had cinnamon sticks, cloves, orange slices, cranberries, and some rosemary. First of all, it looks amazing. It's like beautiful to look at, but it makes your house smell so good. It was my first time trying it, and obviously it's a holiday type scent, but you can make it anytime if you like that scent in your house, but it makes your house smell so good. So that's why I got both of these so that I could have something on hand and make it whenever I want, because I just happen to have like a little thing of cloves, like the McCormick brand with the little red top. It was a little bit of cloves, and I just happen to have some cinnamon sticks. But now we're intentional about it. We are intentional about it. Okay, so next, this is another favorite that I always keep in my house. This is coconut oil. It is, again, organic. This is a 32-ounce bottle. It is glass, so I like that. So if you're particular about your items being in plastic versus glass, Azure Standard has a lot of glass options, right? And so if that's a thing for you, then you would like that. This I normally buy like in the 16-ounce, but I keep finding that I use it all the time, and I'm always ordering it. So I need to see if it comes in a case. I don't think it does. I need to go back and check. So I got it in a bigger bottle this time because I know that I'm going to use it. So I use this for baking. I use it for, there's a recipe that I make with rice that has coconut oil in it. I've used it to like marinate stuff in. I use it a lot. And the thing that I like about coconut oil in this form is that it's already liquefied versus, you know, you can buy it sometimes in the tubs and it's already, what's the word? It's a solid. And you have to kind of warm it to get it to a liquid. That's fine. But I like that this is like just ready to go. I love having this. And again, the fact that it's organic is even better. Okay. So next, I have onions. These are organic, and this is a 3-pound bag. I have bought onions several times from Azure Standard. It's kind of like a staple, and sometimes, you know what, I might need to get it in a bigger option. And then I can like chop some and have it for the freezer. That might be a good idea. But look at the size of these onions. Do you see that? Do you see that? Look how big that is. It's hard, it's not soft, it's not mushy. Every time it comes, and remember y'all, this is coming from somewhere in the Midwest on an 18-wheeler. I mean, but when it arrives, it is like top quality. I've never, ever had an issue, ever. And I buy them all the time. My onions didn't produce this last summer, at least not my yellow onions. I had a lot of red onions that produced that I was able to store up, but not for my yellow. So that's why I've been buying them. And so instead of me going to the grocery store, I just get them from Azure Standard because they're organic, right? And they're always great quality. Because you may think, okay, ordering produce and stuff like that from afar, is that going to work? It has worked perfectly. So in terms of like what they have at Azure Standard, if you're brand new and you really don't know what it is and you haven't been to the site, they have everything. They have produce, beans, grains, household supplies, cleaning products, gardening seeds, animal products. They have They have literally everything. They really, really do. So it's a great, great option. So another thing that I normally buy, no, I shouldn't say normally, that I have been buying because I'm getting low, is garlic. So again, this is organic. This is a 1 pound bag of garlic. I'm getting near the end of the garlic that I grew this summer. I didn't get as many cloves as I wanted to last me a whole year. So look at this. You can see how good that looks. All of them in here are like a nice size. And again, I like the fact that it's organic. So I'll add this to my stash. And so we're just trying to make it until we have our own garlic this summer. So I love getting that produce. And then also Azure Center has a great customer service. And so let's just say if something, now I've never had it happen to me, but let's just say you get some produce that maybe is not in the best condition. You can call them, they'll give you a credit and all that. So I've never had to because everything I've ordered so far has been great, but I have heard they have good customer service. Okay, so this is something brand new to me. These are canning lids by the company 4Jars. So I've been canning for about two and a half years maybe. And of course I use Ball. That's kind of what I was taught on. That's what I use. That's what's available in the store and all that. But I've heard so many people talk about these 4Jars lids that I wanted to try it. This is 100 regular mouth. I love that it comes in this like just slender package. It's just all lids. So if I wanted to just put it in my long-term storage, I could. So I like that versus I haven't been able to find Ball lids in bulk. So usually you get them in a box of, I think there's like maybe 10 or 20 in there, but there's these little individual boxes, which I have lots of those because again, I try to, keep them on hand. But I love the fact that it's just in this compact box or whatever. So I think next time maybe I'll get the wide mouth and I have a box of each. But I want to try them. I was looking at somebody's video and she swears by these things, and she said that it literally if she canned 100 jars, she only had one lid fail. That's pretty good. That is really, really good. And Ball, of course, has a great no fail rate on their lid. So I'm very pleased with Ball. I don't have any issues, but I thought, hey, what's the hype? If everybody's hyping about it, let me try it and let me have another option and let me have some that I can store up. So I'm excited to try these, and I'll definitely take you guys along when I do it. Okay, so next are these bamboo bandages. So again, in this order, you're seeing a lot of different versatility. So I've shown you some frozen items. I've shown you some produce. I've showed you the coconut oil. And so now look at this. These are bamboo patches or like bandages. You can kind of see on the back what the size is, but let's take out one. It has, these are non-toxic. It's for sensitive skin, and they're also compostable. So let me show you how big one is. You can kind of see the square. I also have these in like some regular bandage strips, like the typical what a Band-Aid looks like, but I wanted to get these as well. The reason why I bought this is because it has activated charcoal in it. So if you don't know, charcoal is a great, it helps to pull things out. So me in the summertime, if the bees are gonna bite anybody, it's gonna be me. They don't touch my husband, they don't touch my kids, but they like make literally a beeline for me. So usually I'm gonna get stung once in the summer. And so these are good to put, or if you have like a whelp or something from the bite, or you're scratched or something, you need to put a bandage on it. This will be good to kind of help draw out the toxins, draw out the venom, the poison, whatever you want to call it. They work great. Now I make charcoal poultices, and I usually keep them in my freezer. I'm out right now, so maybe I need to show you guys and do a video on that, on how to make the charcoal poultice. But I keep them in my freezer in case somebody gets bit, there's a rash, something happens where you want to put something on there and draw, something out from being stung by a bee. But I thought that these would be good to have on hand. I'll keep a couple at the greenhouse and I'll keep some in the house. And again, I have the strips and now I have the patches. So it's just something to kind of have on hand if you need it. It'd be great if you go like on camping trips. It'd be great if you go on vacation, because you never know when something's going to happen and you need to apply some charcoal or something like that. So this is a great, mosquito bites, all that stuff. So this is a great option to have. Next, this is one of my favorite, organic toasted sesame oil. The brand is Napa Valley. Everything Napa Valley makes is good, especially in the oil category. They make one of the best oils. Napa Valley is one of my favorite brands. And this toasted sesame oil is a game changer if you love to cook Asian, if you love to cook like Thai food, things like that, things that you're going to use a sesame oil for. And it is organic. It's organic. So y'all, I bought a whole case because I never ever want my pantry to be without this. I also do a green bean with this. It's next level. And sesame oil versus toasted sesame oil is I shouldn't say completely different. It's next level. So it's kind of like when you have garlic versus roasted garlic, how it just takes it up a notch because it brings out the flavor. That's what toasted sesame oil does. If you've just been using sesame oil, I'm going to need you to switch to toasted sesame oil. It makes all the difference. But I bought a case. Let me see if I can pick this up. There's 12 in here. That's what a case is. And so the reason why I bought a case is because I use it all the time. So instead of me buying like onesie twosies like I've been doing, I just need to keep it on hand because sometimes I go and they may be out of stock. And so that means I don't have it in my house and I got to wait. And so also, before I bought Azure Standard, I've been buying this a long time. Before I bought it at Azure Standard, I was actually going to the Napa Valley website or Amazon. Let me tell you, it's much cheaper for me to get it from Azure Standard. Like on Amazon and Napa Valley, I was paying it literally, easily $12 or $13 a bottle. But I don't remember what the price of this case was, but it was much cheaper than that. But it's just that good that I was paying $12 for it. It is just that good. And then the very last thing is another Napa Valley product, but this is olive oil. So this is their organic olive oil. I really, really, really like it. It's a great quality oil. I did order a case of that. That's a case of 6. And so I use this a lot in my bread baking. I use it in my cooking. And having a good oil makes a difference. I use it when I make croutons. I have a video where I made sourdough croutons left over from like old bread or whatever, and you toss it in olive oil and add seasonings and bake in the oven. Good. I have a video on that if you want to know how to do that. But I did order a case because I keep it all the time. I use it all the time and I want to have it. So this is a 25.4 fluid ounce bottle. It is glass. This is a 12.7. So you can kind of see the size difference in that. So I have a case of this, which is 12, and I have a case of these, which is 6, but roughly it's about the same volume because one bottle is bigger than another. So I have a whole case of that. It's kind of heavy, so I'm not going to try to lift it. But that is my, oh, no, I got one more thing. How did I forget? Okay, so then I have, my last thing is I bought some unbleached, organic, all-purpose flour. That's a 10-pound bag. It does come in 25-pound bags. It may come in 50 pounds. I don't think it does. I think it comes in 25 pounds. But they were out of the 25 pounds, so I got the 10 pounds so that I could have it as part of my storage because I'm getting low on flour. And so next month I'll try to see if I can get the 25-pound bag, but I wanted to go ahead and get that to have it. Unbleached, all-purpose, organic. So again, if you bake a lot, make biscuits, pancakes, waffles. I mean, flour is like one of those staples that you need in your house. And so again, it's a great option to get it in bulk, right? As much as possible, you want to buy in bulk as much as you can afford. You're going to get a cheaper cost per unit. You're going to be more prepared. You're going to have things on hand. So when things happen like snowstorms and pandemics and other things where they don't have stuff in the grocery store, then you're not panicking. You're not, oh my goodness, I can't make bread because I don't have any flour, because you have prepared. You've bought it in bulk, right? You also get a cheaper price, right? So think about if you bought 50 pounds of flour last year and the price was X. I guarantee you that price is probably different now because of the rising food costs and inflation and all of that. So where you can buy bulk, definitely buy bulk. It's a much better way to go. So I'm excited about my haul. Thank you guys so much for going along with me. Go to the link in my bio if you have not ordered from Azure Standard. If you've been on the fence, you're like, I keep hearing about it. What's all the hype? I'm telling you, it's hype. Definitely go to the link in my bio and grab you something to try out, right? Get stuff that you already use, get stuff that you already eat, and try out and see if you like the quality, if you like the taste, and especially if you like the price, right? So definitely go and check it out. Remember, this is all a journey. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, but you like the content that you're seeing, please subscribe to my channel. Remember, this is a journey. Let's grow together. I'll see you next time, friend.